Welcome to the final week of the course. This is a short week. We end Saturday, and there are no new concepts to introduce. This module is entirely practical. How to get from your peer-reviewed draft to a polished final submission, how to record and export your narrated presentation, and what Discussion Board 4 asks you to do. 3 deliverables, 3 days. Let's make them count. Let's look at our quick roadmap. All 3 deliverables this week connect. Your polished report informs your presentation, and your presentation is what your classmates will review in Discussion Board 4. The work in this week is cumulative, so doing it in order matters. Our reading for this week is section 8.6 in Ashman, not part 12. That is an error on the syllabus, but I've placed a link in this slide and in the Module 6 folder so that you can easily find this week's reading. It is a reading that discusses best practices for oral presentations, and it's genuinely useful for this week's work. It's a short chapter, and it's worth reading before you sit down to record. And now let's focus on polishing up the written final draft of your major assignment 4 capstone project. For your first revision pass, focus on higher order concerns: argument, audience, structure. These things have a larger impact on your final grade and on your reader's experience than any surface level fix. A well-polished sentence in the wrong section is still in the wrong section. Ensure the executive summary provides a complete, self-contained overview of the document's scope. Place core recommendations at the beginning to provide immediate clarity. Tailor language, tone, and depth to meet the needs and expectations of your target readers. Proactively address the most significant counterarguments to strengthen your position. And remember, headings are descriptive, not generic. Use informative headings that summarize the content of each section rather than using vague labels. For the second revision pass, we have 4 checkpoints, and 2 of them catch issues that are harder to fix than they look. The citation check is straightforward. Go through each factual claim and confirm it has a source. The body versus appendix distinction matters more. If your argument depends on a table or figure, it belongs in the body. If it's supporting context, it goes in the appendix. The reverse outline is worth the time. Write 1 sentence per paragraph, then read those sentences in sequence. If the summaries do not form a coherent argument on their own, neither does the draft. Do those higher order passes first, then come back for this one. Running a concision pass on a section you're about to restructure is wasted effort. Once the structure is right, a systematic Douglas scan will tighten every paragraph. Give yourself at least 2 hours for the full revision. Final submissions that show real revision effort consistently outscore those that treat this as a quick proofread. And now let's move to the next step, recording your narrated presentation. Ashman's most important point for asynchronous narration is the one about authenticity. You don't need a radio voice. You just need to sound like a knowledgeable professional talking to a colleague and not like reading a script at a screen. If your first recording feels robotic, do another take where you talk to a specific imaginary person rather than the microphone. Finally, I want to mention the 2 components of Discussion Board 4, which are your narrated presentation and feedback for your peers. Discussion Board 4 is the last thing we do together. The peer reviews give your classmates real professional feedback on real work at the end of a 6-week sprint. Note that you'll need to submit your presentation on Thursday in the Discussion Board 4 portal rather than in the Major Assignment 4 portal. This is so you can give and receive feedback from your peers, and so your presentations can truly be presentations viewed by a group. That's the full checklist, 3 deliverables over our last week. The written report is due first, so start there. Your presentation outline is likely already in good shape from last week. Use Wednesday evening or Thursday morning to record, and use Friday or Saturday to watch and respond to your peers' work. Good luck, and thank you for a strong 6 weeks.